Hello class. Right now I want to give you a little hints over what your project will do and what I'm looking for when you analyze your scene for your movie. Right now I'm going to give you some time so that you can sync up with the video that's going to do. So when I count down from 3, 2, 1 and you hear a clap sound, that's when I want you to press play on the video right to the right. So right now I want you to get over to that scene, get ready to hit play, and then you'll get a good idea, hopefully, of what I'm expecting of you on your assignment. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now what we're seeing right here is the car pulling up. There's Ryan Gosling, driver, and I want you to pay attention to this shot right here because it'll give you a good idea of what I'm looking for with editing. Now we're not cutting. What we're getting right now is one long shot of a pan over to the two guys. Now right there we're getting a close-up of Ryan Gosling, and that should give you a good idea of whose point of view, who's going to be the main character of the scene. Because whoever's getting the most close-ups, that's a good idea of whose sight you're going to be seeing through. Right now we're seeing a very long shot of the other two guys in the scene. Now pay attention here too, because you're going to be hearing a little bit coming from the walkie-talkie there, and that's going to come into play. It gives you a good idea of tension as far as when the cops are going to be coming. Right now we don't have the cops coming, but that will alert you to it. It adds a little bit of tension to it. Now that's a good shot right there. It's seen through the rearview mirror of driver. You're going to be seeing that a lot with Ryan Gosling's character in this. He's going to be seen through a windshield, through a rearview mirror. What does that tell me? That's good characterization right there, because it tells me that he's not going to be able to get too close to people. There's always going to be that barrier in the way. There's another rearview mirror shot. That's not going to be by accident when you see something like that. So definitely pay attention to something like that, and ignore the subtitles. I'm sorry, I couldn't find anything other than that. Also take a look at driver's facial reactions. There's not a whole lot to him. He's very stoic. He's not going to get ruffled too easy, even though here's the cops coming. He's very confident. He knows what he's doing. He takes off right away, and pay attention to the lighting coming up here. We're still a little bit in the dark. It's not too good of lighting. Right now an underneath shot. Why? Shows a little bit more power. And right now we're completely in the dark as far as lighting. There's a little bit of lighting on Ryan's face, but right here it's very, very dark, signifying he's hiding from the cops right now. Especially right here. Look, completely in the dark. That's something to pay attention for with lighting. And now we're going again. You can see a little bit more lighting, but still mostly dark. Who's being lit? Ryan Gosling. That's another thing to show characterization. The guy or girl who's mostly well lit is probably the one that you want to pay attention to. And you can tell with him following the cop car, this is going to be more than just a simple police chase. This is going to be more cat and mouse. So that's going to be kind of a precursor to what the movie is going to be like. That's something to pay attention to in the scene. And right now we're seeing a little bit more light. Ryan Gosling's driver character is completely out in the open. He's now seen by the cops, and the light is shone right down on him. So that's something to pay attention to as far as lighting goes. And right now you can see that the other two gentlemen in the car are very nervous. Yet, driver is completely stoic and mostly expressionless. He knows what he's doing. That's something to gain from watching the characters in the scene. And you can tell now that there's a little bit more urgency. You can see there's a little bit more cut, 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 cut going on. And now that it's slowed down a little bit, the cuts are less frequent. That's something to pay attention to. How often are the cuts coming? And you can see with that police chase, it was getting a little bit more frequent. That kind of signifies to the audience, we want you to be paying attention a little bit more. We want your attention to go up. Right now we're completely in the dark again. You can only see a little bit of light around Ryan Gosling's eyes right there, and that's something to pay attention to as far as lighting. How is the lighting on the eyes? Again, we're seeing driver in profile, and now it's through the windshield. We're not getting a whole lot of scenes of him straight on. We're looking at him unobstructed. There's going to be that barrier between driver and the audience even. Now pay attention to the sound right here, because that's going to signify something. The basketball game going on with the movie. Now there's a cop car right here, so you can kind of expect there's going to be another cop chase, and we're getting that undershot again, looking up at Ryan. You can kind of suspect that there's going to be more rapid cuts coming right here, because there's another police chase. They want the audience to be feeling a little bit more tension, and you can see cut, 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 boom, 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 boom. There's a lot of rapid cuts right here. Pay attention to that. And you can hear the basketball game going on. It's going down to the final minutes. Pay attention if you can get any parallels between what you're hearing and what you're going to be seeing in the scene. That's something to point out. Why do you think it is? It adds a little bit more tension to the movie in this case. Now pay attention to what Ryan Gosling's wearing right here. It's a silver coat. You can kind of point out that maybe he's knight in shining armor. You didn't see it, but there was a scorpion on the back of that coat. So not only is he a knight in shining armor, he has a little bit of sting. He might not be completely innocent in this movie. Not the real white knight hero. And that is the movie. Hopefully that you got a good idea of what you're looking for with here. And hopefully, if you have any other questions, you can always ask me. I'll be more than happy to help. Thank you.